So as we are discussing about the major physiographic divisions of our country, the island groups is another important physiographic division which we are going to discuss. In our previous classes, we have already completed some of the major physiographic divisions of our countries, such as the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateaus, the Indian desert, and the coastal plains. And the last one which is left is the island groups of India. So I'm just starting with the island groups of India as an important physiographic division of our country. So as we all know that islands are actually the land masses which remains covered, surrounded by water on all the sides. Okay, islands are actually the land surface which remains covered with water bodies on all the sides. So in our country, we are having two island groups. One lie in the Bay of Bengal and another one in the Arabian Sea. So we will be having a detailed study about these two island groups of India. You already know that India has a vast mainland, and besides this, the country has two groups of islands. So as discussed earlier in chapter number 1 about the site and location of India, and also when we started with chapter number 2, we discussed in brief about the all the physiographic divisions of our country actually. Because I have named all the physiographic divisions of our country. Okay. So in our country, we are basically having two groups of islands. One is the Andaman and Nicobar Island, which lies in the Bay of Bengal, and another one is the Lakshadweep Island. So the Lakshadweep Island group, is lying very close to the Malabar coast of Kerala, and this group of island is composed of the small coral islands. So basically, the Lakshadweep Island group, it is a very small group of island, okay, which is located in the Arabian Sea, and it lies very close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. That means from the coast of Kerala, the Lakshadweep Island group is very much near actually. And this island group is made up of small coral islands. Okay, it is mainly made up of the coral deposits. Okay, the coral formation takes place in the oceans and all. And this island group, the Lakshadweep Island group, has been formed just because of the coral deposits and all. Okay, the coral formations and all. So we can say that the Lakshadweep Island group is coral in origin. Okay. So this Lakshadweep Island group lies very close to the Malabar coast of India, and it lies in the Arabian Sea. Earlier, they were known as the Lakshadweep or Minicoy and Amandeep Island. So the Lakshadweep Island group, it was earlier known as the Lakshadweep Island group, as the Minicoy Island group, and the Amandeep Island group. But in the year 1973, they were named as Lakshadweep. Okay, but in the year 1973, all the small island groups, they were named as Lakshadweep Island. Okay, they were all together combined to known as the Lakshadweep Island group. And it covers small area of 32 square kilometers. Total 32 square kilometer is it covers small area of 32 square kilometer area. Okay. So this Lakshadweep Island group, it is a combination island group is a combination of many small islands and all. Okay, many small islands. Okay, they combined it together known as the Lakshadweep Island group. And the headquarters of the Lakshadweep Island group is the Kavaratti Island. The Kavaratti Island is the administrative headquarters of the Lakshadweep Island group. So here you can say that Kavaratti Island is the capital of Lakshadweep Island group. Okay, and the Lakshadweep Island group, it is also in union territory. I hope you all know. Okay, so the capital of Lakshadweep is Kavaratti Island. In this group of island, that is in this Lakshadweep Island group, okay, a great diversity of flora and fauna can be found. Okay, that means a great diversity, different types of flora and fauna, types of plants and animals can be found in this region. The PT Island, which is uninhabited, has a bird sanctuary. Okay, and there is a small island in Lakshadweep Island groups actually. The name is the PT Island, which is actually uninhabited. Uninhabited means which is not habitated by the human being. When human settlements are not found in that region. Okay, so it has a bird sanctuary. It has a bird sanctuary in this region. Okay, in the PT Island group. So this is what about the Lakshadweep Island group actually. So the Lakshadweep Island group is a small island group. Okay, which is basically made up of the coral deposits, and the headquarters of the Lakshadweep Island Group is the Kavaratti Island Group. Okay. And in this island group, many small island groups are there, small islands are there. They all together form the Lakshadweep Island Group. Some of them are inhabited and some of them are uninhabited. Means in some of these small islands, the human habitations can be found, whereas in some of these small island groups, human habitation is not there. And one such island where human habitation is not there is the PT Island. Okay, the PT Island is an uninhabited part of the Lakshadweep Island Group, and where we can find a bird sanctuary. Okay, a bird sanctuary has been set up there by the government. So this is what about the Lakshadweep Island Group, and it lies in the western part of our country, southwestern part of our country, in the Arabian Sea. The next is the Andaman and Nicobar Island Group. The Andaman and the Nicobar Island Group is one of the largest island group in our country, and total 572 islands. Okay, total 572 small islands are there, which together known as the Lakshadweep and Nicobar Island. Means there are total 572 small islands which are combinedly known as Andaman and Nicobar. Okay. The northern part of the island group is known as the Andaman, whereas the southern part of the island group is known as the Nicobar Island Group. Okay. So this entire Andaman and Nicobar Island Group is mainly divided into two parts. Okay. One, the northern part is the Andaman Island and the southern part is the Nicobar Island. And it is separated. It is separated by a small channel of water body, and which is named as the 11-degree channel, 10-degree channel. Okay. The elongated chain of islands located in the Bay of Bengal, extending from the north to the south, are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this Andaman and Nicobar Island Group, it is an elongated chain of islands which lies in the Bay of Bengal, and it runs from the north to the south direction. Okay. The island group has its extension from the north to the south. The northern part is known as the Andaman and the southern part is known as the Nicobar. They are bigger in size and are more numerous and scattered. So basically, this Andaman and Nicobar Island is bigger in size as compared to the Lakshadweep Island Group, and they are more numerous and scattered. More numerous scattered means many small islands are there, which together form this Andaman and Nicobar Island Group. And they are scattered. They are not located in one particular area, but they are scattered throughout this Andaman and Nicobar region actually. Okay, around 572 islands are there, which together form this Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay, and out of this 572 islands actually, in some of the island groups, some of the ancient tribes are there. Okay, some of the primitive groups of people are there, tribal groups of peoples are there, where the common peoples are not allowed to go actually. The entire group of island is divided into two broad categories. So this entire Andaman and Nicobar Island Group is mainly divided into two broad divisions or two broad categories. That is Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south. Okay, Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south is the two group divisions of these islands, Andaman and Nicobar Island. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of the submarine mountains, and it is believed that the Andaman and Nicobar Island groups are an elevated portion of the submarine mountains. Okay, that means in the ocean, like we are having the mountains or the hills on the surface of the earth actually, that is like the Himalayas, Alps and all. Okay, these are the mountains, isn't it? Which can be found on the surface of the earth. In the same way, in the oceanic floor also, some mountains are there. Okay, some mountains are there, and it is believed that this Andaman and Nicobar Island Group, it is an elevated, that is, it is an uplifted portion of the submarine island which lies in the Bay of Bengal. These island groups are of great strategic importance for our country. And this Andaman and Nicobar Island Group, it is located in such a place that it is having a great strategic importance actually for our country, because it is located at the extreme southeastern part of our country actually. Okay, and the location of Andaman and Nicobar Island in the southeastern part of our country actually, in the Bay of Bengal actually, it provides us access, easy access to the Indian Ocean through the southeast part of this Bay of Bengal actually, from where we can reach into different parts of our country actually, different parts of the world, different countries of the world. This island group, the Andaman and Nicobar Island Group, It has a great diversity of flora and fauna in this, like in the case of Lakshadweep Island Group, okay, we are having a huge diversity of flora and fauna, that is the types of plants and animals. In the same way, the flora and there are different types of flora and fauna which can be found in the Andaman and Nicobar group of islands as well. Okay, so the Andaman and Nicobar island groups are one of the most important island groups of our country. Okay, like two island groups we are having Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Island. So Andaman and Nicobar Island group is the most important island group actually. And it is also believed that a part of this Andaman and Nicobar Island, that is the barren island which existed actually. Okay, the barren island which was a part of this Andaman and Nicobar Island, it is believed that it is a active volcano actually. Okay, it is an active volcano. Okay. So India's only active volcano is found on the barren island in Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. Okay, it means that this barren island, okay, there are chances that this barren island means volcanic eruption may take place from this barren island. And in the different geological history also, like there are cases, there are instances of volcanic eruption from this barren island actually. The southernmost part of our country, that is the Indira Point, is found in this Andaman and Nicobar Island group only. But the Indira Point, which was a part of this Andaman and Nicobar Island, it got submerged under the water during the time of the tsunami in the year 2004. Okay. The Andaman and Nicobar Island group, it lies in the equatorial. It lies very close to the equator. Okay. The Andaman and Nicobar Island, it lies very close to the equator. And the latitudinal location of Andaman and Nicobar Island is 6 degrees 4 minutes north. So it is very close to the equator. So as it is located very close to the equator, the Andaman and Nicobar group of island is having an equatorial type of climate. Okay, means the type of climate which prevails in this Andaman and Nicobar island group is the equatorial type of climate. Okay, and this is the reason that this area, the Andaman and Nicobar island group, it is having a heavy rainfall as well as like equatorial type of climate. So heavy rainfall and equatorial type of climate has favored the growth of various numbers of trees, natural vegetation in this region. So this is also the reason that the Andaman and Nicobar island group is thickly forested. Okay, it is thickly forested, means a major portion of this Andaman and Nicobar island group is thickly forested region. Actually, it is thickly forested part of our country. Okay. So this is what about the island groups of India, the Lakshadweep Island Group and the Andaman and Nicobar Island Group. So in the map also you can see the location of this Lakshadweep Island Group and the Andaman and Nicobar Island Group. So the Lakshadweep Island Group, you can see here on the left hand side, it lies very close to the coast of Kerala. Okay, and here you can see small dots are there. These small dots are actually the small islands, which all together is known as the Lakshadweep Island Group. Okay. And on the right here, you can see the Andaman and Nicobar Island group is there. Okay, which is an elongated island group from the north to the south, and it is separated by a narrow channel of water body. Okay, so the northern part is known as the Andaman and the southern part is known as the Nicobar. And here the latitudinal location is 6 degrees 4 minutes north, so it lies very close to the equator actually. Here in Andaman and Nicobar Island, actually, you can see like it is much greater in size than the Lakshadweep Island group. Okay, and around 572 small islands are there, which together form this Andaman and Nicobar Island group. So this is what about the island groups of our country. So as discussed earlier about the different physiographic divisions of our country is one of the country in the world which is having almost all the physical features. Okay, from the Himalayas to the Peninsular Plateau, from the deserts to the island, from the coastal plains to the northern plains, and all the physiographic features of the world can be found in our country. So this makes our country a unique country actually. Okay, which has almost all the physiographic divisions of our country. It would, however, be clear that each region complements the other and makes the country richer in its natural resources. So all these physiographic divisions which exist in our country, maybe the mountains, the plateaus, the plains, islands, the deserts, or the coastal plains, they are complementary to each other actually. So one physiographic division has led to the formation of the other, And another physiographic division, it has led to the development of the other. Like when we were discussing about the Himalayan mountains, northern plains, and the peninsular plateau, I have said you that how did the peninsular plateau, a part of the peninsular plateau, led to the formation of the Himalayan mountains, and after the formation of the Himalayan mountains, how did the northern plains came into existence actually? Okay, so all the physical features of our country, they are complementary to each other actually. One like another physiographic division is incomplete, or it loses its significance if the other physiographic divisions are not there. Okay. So the mountains are the major sources of water and forest wealth actually. So all these physiographic divisions of our country, they are rich in different types of resources. They help our country in in different ways actually. For example, the northern part of our country is bounded by the Himalayas. Okay, that is the mountains. And these mountains are the major sources of water and the forest wealth of our country, because most of the perennial rivers of our country, they had its origin in this Himalayan region only. And these rivers, they supply water to a larger portion of our country actually, which makes our country a water rich country. Not only this, but in the western part of our country, northwestern part of our country, and in the northern part of our country, the Himalayan ranges actually, okay, is mainly covered by the forest resources and all. Okay, and we are having a huge area under the forest cover. Okay, and majority of it lies under the mountain, comes under the mountain region. The northern plains, which lies to the south of the Himalayan mountains, are also considered as the granaries of our country. Okay, it is also considered as the granary of our country. Why? Because the northern plain is the region which is intensively cultivated. Okay, where most of the agricultural production of our country is being done. Okay, and most of the agricultural products comes from this northern plain region, like from Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam. Okay, these are the states which comes under the northern plains region, and these are the states where most of the agricultural practice is being done in our country. Okay, so for the entire country, most of the food production, okay, most of the food for the people of our country, it comes from this northern plains only. And it also forms the ancient civilization of our country. It means like it is also the base of the ancient civilization of our country. Like in our country, when the civilization started, it first started from this northern plain region only. Okay, so it provides the northern plains, they provide the best for early civilization of our country, because most of the ancient civilization of our country, it started from this northern plain region. Okay, because of the availability of the fertile soil and the enough abundant supply of water. On the other hand, the Peninsular Plateau region is a storehouse of minerals which has played a crucial role in the industrialization of the country. On the other hand, the Peninsular Plateau region is also the storehouse of the minerals. In this Peninsular Plateau region, we can find varied types of minerals, different types of minerals. Okay, starting from the coal, petroleum, natural gas, different types of minerals, copper, bronze. Okay, different types of minerals can be found in this Peninsular Plateau region actually. Okay, and it has played a very vital role in the industrial development of our country actually. In our country, industrial development has taken place just because of the availability of huge deposits of these minerals and all. Okay, so in this region, in this Peninsular Plateau region only, we can find that many number of industries has developed. Okay, and these industries, they require the raw materials for their production. So these raw materials are being provided by the Peninsular Plateau only. Okay, and the raw materials are in the form of the different minerals and all. So we can say here that our country has developed, or our country has went far ahead in terms of industrialization just because of the availability of minerals in the Peninsular Plateau region. Okay, whereas the coastal regions and the island groups, they provide sites for the fishing and the ports activities. So the coastal region, that is the coastal plains and the island groups, okay, they has provided us the sites for fishing activities, from where many number of the people of our country, they earn their livelihood. Okay, they are dependent on the fishing. And the eastern coastal plain and the western coastal plain, okay, they has provided us with the port facilities and all. Okay, so these port facilities, it has helped our country to carry out the international trade. Like most of the foreign trade is being carried out through the oceanic routes, and the ships or the steamers carrying these goods and all, okay, they need to load and unload the goods, and this loading and the unloading of the goods takes place in these ports and all, okay, which has developed in the eastern coastal plain and in the western coastal plain. Okay, so thus the diverse physical features of the land have immense future possibilities of development. So India, with India, a country of different physical features, has immense future potential, has immense future possibilities of development, because all the physiographic divisions of our country, they has helped our country in different ways actually. Okay, it has helped us in different ways, and this is why our country is considered as one of the most important country in the world actually. Okay, so this is what about the major physiographic divisions of our country, and we are over with chapter number 2, physical features of our country.